Well, why don't we have a look at the two teams before we go too far? And on your screen, you'll see this is the Mona Kielly squad as we see it. And that is the look of the two of the Mona Kielly team. Any standouts amongst that you can point us towards?
Yeah, I've been really, really impressed with Courtney Robinson. Very safe at the back. Katie Shaw as well. She's one of the more experienced girls in the team, so she'll be leading them around from hooker there, directing traffic, making sure that everyone's going the right way.
Now, my money says that Mona Kielly progressed yesterday when the Sunshine Coast Bunyas forfeited. Is that a good or a bad thing if you're in building up towards a semi-final?
I think for these girls it'll probably be a good thing for them because they've got a really good coach in Nikki Muller who's very good at keeping the girls on track. She would have still had the girls, doing something yesterday afternoon, making sure that they're on task for today. So, yeah, they're in good hands with Nikki Muller.
And their opponents, Coastal Connections, they won a thriller. They finished 6th on the ladder, and Mona Kielly Memorial finished 2nd. They beat the Brisbane Blacks 14-10 in extra time, and they were down 10-0 at one stage and came back and showed great courage to get up and cause an upset, and they're into a semi-final.
Amazing, amazing. It's so awesome to see those thrilling games, the comeback from behind win. It's what we all love as rugby league fans. So, no, well done to the Coastal Connections ladies on getting through. It's going to be an amazing game.
And again, we see the names here. Is there anyone you can point us towards?
Oh, gosh, any of the Sultana ladies, they're just really skillful players. Very, very cool and calm under pressure. So I think the ball will find its way to one of those ladies to score today.
There's 4 of them. 5. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, no, 5. 5 of them.
Yeah, very, very skillful. Very, very skillful. So, no, it's going to be, I'm really, really excited for this. Both teams out in the blue kits today. So, yeah, I've done that before. I've actually passed to the wrong player because I saw blue and then had a bit of trouble.
How do we differentiate?
We've got the Mona Kielly girls on the right-hand side and then Coastal Connections on the left of screen.
We're going to have a moment's silence. This is the second semi-final of the women's, already through the Brisbane natives. And we're looking to find out who will join them in the grand final. It's a clash between Coastal Connection and the Mona Kielly Memorial. I'm Chris Bombolas. Thanks for your company. I'm joined in commentary by Talisha Ahutton. And Talisha, we saw a pretty good display in the first semi-final, and we should be in for another cracking match here.
Yep, great semi-final before. So the Brisbane Natives girls will be probably recovering, but then I'm sure they'll come over and watch a bit of this one to see who their opponent is in the grand final.
Oh dear.
And so Coastal Connection with the kickoff. They go deep. And first use of the footy
22-13
is with the Mona Kielly Memorial team.
Hold.
They're in the darker blue, if that helps, dark blue shorts. And the lighter of the blue, the sky blue, is that of the Coastal Connection. And I can see why you said earlier that you passed the ball to the opposition, because they're very similar, the two colours.
Yeah, they are beautiful uniforms
Oh,
as well.
absolutely.
Yeah,
Let's give a wrap to all the designs. In fact, the whole lot of the teams were fantastic.
Mona Kielly team have a good field position here early on in the game.
Again, look at the charge. It's great. Meters up the middle. Referee says that'll be the last. They go for a short side dart, and there's a long ball out, and the winger gets across. And that should be the opening try. Tegan Blanche, I think it is.
Yeah, Tegan Blanche, very, very good player. She was in the SEQ system a couple of years ago. But gosh, long ball there by Caitlin Moran to find her open on that wing. Very, very good lead-up play.
They opted to run on the final tackle, and it proved a masterstroke. Here it is.
And you saw them all sweep around from the right-hand side to create numbers, create an overlap. So Katie Shaw again setting the spot, and then the girls reacting to that on that fifth and last and finding space for the try.
That was a bullet pass, though. Excellent.
Oh,
yeah.
Beautiful pass. Beautiful pass.
That was the key to it, and you're right, the sweep was really good, professionally executed. Everybody knew exactly where to go and what was on.
Yep, and all off the back of some really hard runs by their forward pack. Got good meters early, found their front. So for the ladies from the Coastal Connections team, I'm sure with this kick-off, they'll muscle up a little bit more around the middle to stop their forwards from gaining meters. But very early on in this contest, so lots of time for Coastal Connections to hit back.
Of course, we're looking for the team to play the Brisbane Natives in the grand final. Here's the try again. Talk us through it.
Yeah, Caitlin Moran sweeping around, you know, looking up. I think that's the best thing. She's got such good vision. She could have played maybe a short ball there, but she saw an unmarked player out to the left, found Tegan Blanche in the corner. Very, very good pass. And we can't write off this Coastal Connections team. Like you said, yesterday they were down. They came back, so we've still got a long, long way to go in this one.
They were gutsy. Yeah, they were gone for all money yesterday.
And they found touch off the kick-off, so they'll get the ball back here, a chance to attack.
Great opportunity to hit back. 4-0 it is. Tried something from the kick-off. It's worked. Now they have an opportunity. Their first time with the ball. And they're deep in the attacking zone.
Yep, and first test here defensively for the girls, so a chance for the Coastal Connections girls to put together some attack in their green zone and find some space, hopefully.
Take the first tackle, and takes two of the girls from Mona Kielly to put them down, and Coastal Connection now sweep to the far side, and again straighten. Good defence.
Yeah, Rihanna Revel-Blair, she'll be in everything.
She's hurt in that tackle.
Oh no.
Got twisted awkwardly in the tackle. So early in the game, you don't like to see that, and she's writhing in a bit of pain on the ground.
Yeah, and off the back of a really good run too. I think, yeah, must have just gotten bent a little bit. And unfortunately, ankles and knees just can't really bend with that pressure, can they?
No, not designed for that, are they?
No. Yeah, really good run. She gets over the advantage line here. It's a great run, and then, oh yeah, just twisted back over that, maybe that left leg. But she's up, which is awesome. Very, very tough.
Yeah.
When you're ready,
excellent. Referee says, let's get the play back underway, and they switch it. It comes back across, and then another switch, and they go looking for an opportunity, and the defence swarms across, and they drag her back. Looking for their first points, the Coastal Connection. Maybe a place in the women's grand final here at the Queensland Murray Carnival.
And they've got a bit of space out here to this right-hand side.
Final tackle. Do they run it like their opponents did? No, they decide to put a chip in, and it's a good one, and it puts pressure on the defensive side, but they get back and they diffuse it, but it'll be a dropout.
Great kick. And turn and chase there from Aria Hudson-Davies. She had to get on her bike a little bit there, turn and chase. So she's done well to ground the ball, but Coastal Connection showing why, you know, they've made it to the semi-final. You know, they've got great skills, great kicking game. So well done. First dropout for the game.
All right, you right, 4?
As I say, they won a thriller yesterday in the quarterfinals.
Hold here, 10.
It was 10-all at full time, and they went to extra time, and they beat the Brisbane Blacks 14-10.
Hold.
And bear in mind they were down 10-0.
Amazing.
Yeah, that's a comeback in anybody's book.
Here we are,
But it shows their determination, never say die attitude. So Mona Kielly will know they're in a contest, and they'll have to go the full 50 minutes, won't they?
100%, 100%. And, you know, the Coastal Connections girls have great field position here. Marie Dennis tucking it under and running.
Yeah.
Oh,
very close. Meter out. Referee calling the sides back on side. There's a good offload, and they go back again to the far side of the ground and looking to probe. Shireen Collis.
Hold here, go.
maybe a repeat set here. Another good kick.
Little chip in behind. Is it too deep? The fullback waits. Very patient.
Oh, tiny bit too deep, but great defence there from the Mona Kielly Memorial team, showing why, you know, they haven't had too many tries scored against them this tournament. Very, very sound in defence.
Just here, hold 0.
Pick it up at dummy half and scoots out. Good little dart. All of a sudden they're close to the halfway line. This time they go too wide, and it's a bump off of the defence. Stands in the tackle, gets a good ball away, and she almost found a gap there. And great dummy, and then a step, and then a swerve, and now she's looking for support and flips it over her head. That was a touch football move.
Oh, 5 metres out, maybe.
Football, yeah. And they're spread across the ground, and if they can get it out here, they've got an overlap. They come across the field and reaching out, and the referee says, try time.
Natty Gala crashing over. Well done. It all started back off that offload from Marjorie Capine. She took the contact, fought her way out of the tackle, offloaded to Caitlin Moran. Caitlin takes the space. Dummies, great dummy. Flicks the ball back to Katie Shaw and sets it up. So Coastal Connections tried to scramble back there, but unfortunately just couldn't stop Natty Gala from crashing over.
Good try.
Beautiful.
Here it is again.
Gosh, Caitlin's so elusive with how she works. Big dummy, straight through.
What's this pass? Here we go. She steps inside, looking for support. She sees and tries the over-the-head back pass. Oh, that was tremendous skills.
That was awesome. And Natty didn't overplay her hand here. She saw the space, she took it, and instead of passing and maybe putting her outside runners under pressure, she takes the space and crashes over. Well done.
Great show of skills all around that. Even the defence was willing at the end, just couldn't execute it. But, you know, there was plenty of effort.
Plenty of effort, and I think that's the best thing too. The Coastal Connections, because they ran back. They were trying to get onside. The intent was there. It's just sometimes when those line breaks happen, you struggle to find where you are in the defensive line, and it can be really tricky. But they did really well to make that tackle on Katie Shaw after that offload from Caitlin. So, yeah, well done, Coastal Connections girls. Very, very close to stopping that. But Natty Gala, as you can see, crashes over for their second try.
Yes, they lead by 10 points to 0. The conversion by Courtney Robinson was successful.
Stay behind here.
Don't forget, if you want to join us and support your favourite team, download the app, QMC 2020, from the App Store. Get all your friends on board. Let them know there's some great rugby league action. This is the second women's semi-final. Brisbane natives already through to the grand final, having defeated the Hunter-Gatherers 16-0. And at the moment, it is the Mona Kielly team doing everything right at this stage and leading 10-0. 10 minutes into the first half. Oh, here's a good dart too. Takes an opportunity to pick up 10, 12 metres. Again, Mona Kielly go for an early kick.
Cordo with the torpedo was that, I think.
Oh yeah, that's awkward.
Fielded at the back there really, really well. So Coastal Connections get the ball back and can work it out, start to work it out from inside their red zone here.
Yes, they've got a lot of work to do because they've got them pinned down where they want them.
And Coastal Connections do have some speedy outside backs, so if they can get that ball in their hands and get some quick play the balls, then I think they can put this Mona Kielly team under some pressure.
There they go. A little dummy to the inside. Goes one off on the outside. They've got a overlap out here if they want to chance their arm as they come towards the commentary side. Little straighten. Oh, she wasn't expecting that. Oh, that's gone high. That's slipped up, and she said, "Oh, sorry, sorry." Again, all the games have been played in good spirit, and you know, players very apologetic if they've done something wrong.
Yep, and great touch finder. That gives the Coastal Connections ladies a bit more, I guess, bit more field position. They gained about 10-15 metres on that kick, which is great. So look for them to lay it in the middle here and then hopefully use some of their outside backs to find some space. Great run here.
Nice start to the set.
Quick play the ball.
Yep.
Beautiful.
And a dart from dummy half, and they take full advantage of that. This is Kaylin Saltner. Now they spread it across and look for an opportunity out wide and taking the defence head on. And Mona Kielly team looking to shut down anything that the Coastal Connection can bring up. Two passes off and they roll it forward, searching for their first points of this second women's semi-final here.
And Jacinta's got the ball again here. Yeah. She's been very strong running. Just tucks the ball under and runs to bust.
She says, "Stop me if you can," and that'll be the final tackle, and they get shut down in possession. Couldn't get a kick away. The defence came up very, very quickly.
Yep, and look for these outside backs here from the Mona Kielly team to relieve some pressure. Keisha Baker takes a hard carry. She's only a small body, but she's got very, very good feet and really strong in contact. So, yeah, the outside backs are going to play a crucial role here for both teams.
Yeah, that'll be a penalty. That slipped up high, and the ref says, "No, can't do that."
Yeah, tricky one there for Amber. You can see that she's trying to make a tackle and push up there, but unfortunately that arm slips up a little bit here, but I think the girls from Mona Kielly are going to tap it, so they've got a chance to reset their defence.
Winds up and, oh, good contact. Or is it? The ref says that's high as well.
Marie there, just slipping up a bit. But Bella's very, 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 very competitive, so she'll take another hit up here, I'm sure, in this set just to.
Let's go down to the sideline. Janice has a very special guest.
Hey guys, it's Janice Blackman here, the Deadly Choices Ambassador. I'm here with Auntie Nikki Muller from the Mona Kielly Memorial side, who's up 10-0 right now in the semi-final. Auntie Nick, how you going right now? How you feeling?
Yeah, feeling good. I'm a little bit nervous for the girls, but yeah, we're actually feeling good. We've prepped well, so yeah, we'll see how we go in the next 10.
Yep, you guys are looking real good. The form's looking real good. Everyone's looking real aggressive, and I can see some passion in there right now. So the girls are going really, really well. What's the next game plan, do you think, for the next 10 minutes before the half?
it's probably just to chuck on this line speed defence and make sure we're shutting down play before it gets anywhere and giving the opposite team any, options to go there. It's getting hotter here, so our girls are really, starting to feel it, and so we're just trying to turn over the sub interchange, and hopefully that helps us.
Deadly. All right, well, good luck for the rest of the game, Artie. All right, and we'll see you probably at half-time maybe.
Thank you.
All right, back up to you guys.
Our thanks to Janice on the sideline. And they're now deep on the attack, the Mona Kielly team. Back inside, good ball. They stretch out looking for their third try. And they get it through the number 1, Courtney Robinson.
Speed to burn, Cordo has. She's just got such a good turn of speed. So you can see Caitlin swept around to this left again, held the ball up nicely, showed outside, and then bang, found Cordo back on the inside. A really well executed play. You can see here Katie finds Caitlin, bam, back on the inside. I think that's the thing, Caitlin Moran's so good at identifying space and just creates time for her runners. I think that's the best thing. She doesn't hospital pass her runners, she creates time and space for them to find space.
It's a nice ball. And of course, a great support play.
Very
to be aware of it.
Yeah, that's it. And she's doing the kick in here too.
She was successful with their only successful conversion. She was the one that got it. And she's given herself all the favours by putting it under the blue dot. I think they are here, not black.
And we talked about it in the last game. Just going up by 6 as opposed to going up by 4 will put you in real good stead for finals like these. When you know they're going to be tight, they're going to be close, that 2 points can make such a difference. Again, just watching Cordo, she straightens really well. I think that's the thing too for all the young girls watching at home is Cordo hits an angle and then she steps back off her left foot to find the space. So she commits to the angle and then she finds space after that. So she's done really, really well there, because sometimes you can hold your line and then you run into defenders, but she's just so elusive, so good at finding space.
Another good kick-off. 16 points to nil, which ironically was the scoreline in the previous semi-final. The Brisbane natives successful over the hunter-gatherers. And they're recovering at the moment, getting ready for a massive grand final. And at the moment it looks like their opposition will be the Mona Kielly team. There's a lovely ball out wide and they find a bit of space and stand and advance the ball by a few more metres.
Great work. And Rochelle Saltner there, she just got one hand to the foot to execute that tackle, and sometimes that's all you need to slow some of these girls down. It's just one hand and that can make such a difference. So shut that play down on the left.
The final tackle option is a high ball out to the wing, and unfortunately they can't take it. She had an opportunity there, Baker.
Oh, so close. And Keisha Baker played a lot of fullback this year, so she's back on the wing for this game. So she's very, very experienced. But when you've got girls like Cordo and Keisha in the team, it's kind of, you know, you're blessed with speed, and either of those girls can play fullback.
Some of the players getting ready.
Got Bernard Lewis there. Great centre. Those Golf Warriors men are doing really, really well.
Yeah. Haven't they got the defending champs, the Golf Warriors? Are they playing? I need to have a look at the semi-finals in the men's.
I think they've got the Stratty boys.
Oh, right. Yeah. Oh, hit.
And Rhiannon's another one. She's played centre a lot of her career, but swaps into lock for the carnival and doing a great job.
Again, versatility the key for a number of players. We've seen them fill in where they need to. And remember, some of these teams have had 3-4 games to get to this point of the carnival. So at times you may not be able to play in your preferred position. Coastal Connection now fighting for every millimetre.
Gosh, and Chloe Sellen does well there to hold her feet and gain an extra 6-7 metres post-contact, so great run.
Needs something. That's not gone to hand, but it might have been fortunate because that looked like it was going to go forward. And this is the final tackle, and they put boot to ball, and it's a pretty good one in the end because it goes over the fullback and it's going to hold up in the in goal. So that's a good response.
Great deep kick, really good deep kick. So kick chase here is really important.
Careful, staggered line.
Up there. Back here.
Good return.
Hold, go, one.
Here's another hit up. They do this well, which is what the natives do.
Back here, 16.
The one percenters very, very well.
That's it. Naomi Clayton there with
There's
a
a bit of
strong
space
run.
out here, and she's looking on the inside. Decides to take on the defender, and now looks on the inside. And, oh, there's an ankle tap. That helped.
And Tamara White there getting back for the Coastal Connections ladies and shutting off that inside play. So well done.
The 23, she's been impressive. Tashina Ketchup.
Yeah, very good player. She's actually a half. So again, one of those ladies who can be very, very versatile.
Oh, ball a bit low that time, and Baker couldn't grab it.
Oh, you could see the intent there. They knew where the space was. Natty switched a runner under, and Keisha almost had that one. Just
She's
down
a bit
around her.
disappointed, isn't she?
Yeah, you can see that how much
Yeah.
it means to all these teams, all these
Absolutely.
ladies. You know, when you do turn the ball over, you do get a bit disheartened. But still very early in this game. Late in the half, but still very early in the game.
In, back.
Coastal Connection now on their own line, looking to get to the other end and looking for first points. Wow, what a hit that was. Ketchup, I think it was. Yes, it was. Wow, one-on-one tackle and the head rocked back.
Oh, and the best thing was as well, Tashina, you know, checked on the person who was being tackled, gave her a little tap just to make
Yep.
sure she was okay. Great spirit.
Which we've seen throughout the carnival in all the divisions, the boys, the girls, now into the open men's and women's. An injury. Let's take the time to acknowledge our Queensland Murray Carnival partners, the Arthur Beetson Foundation, Queensland Aboriginal and Islander Health Council, the Institute for Urban Indigenous Health, Deadly Choices, Queensland University of Technology, Breast Screen Queensland, Moreton Bay Regional Council, the Department of Education Queensland, Containers for Change, NITV, the NRL and the QRL. And of course, if you come down here on the final day, not only will you catch some great rugby league, you can catch up with the vaccination hub, tickets to the Storm and Panthers. Of course, we were giving away Souths and Manly, but that's all over with the Rabbitohs through to the grand final. You get a team shirt, lunch, and all of that to help us in the battle against COVID. Oh, there it is again, yes. Tashina Ketchup.
Oh, I think is that number 16? Is that Tamara White? She was one of the ladies I was talking about before who got back and made a great cover tackle. And I think as she's tried to work the ball out there, she's copped a knock. Again, hoping that she gets up and she's okay to continue playing. But yeah, you never know with these sorts of injuries.
No, but she's in good hands. The Medicos have done a great job throughout the carnival.
Girls using the stoppage as a reason to get some water in. It's starting to heat up around here, so a good chance to have a drink, have a sip, regroup, and yeah, long way to go in this game.
Yeah, got a couple of games on at the hottest part of the day, so hydration key. Keep those fluids coming.
Yeah, oh, it's great to see her walking off the field, hoping that everything's okay, and yeah, wonderful, wonderful game already by Tamara.
2 minutes, girls, work hard.
Call comes from the sideline. 2 minutes, girls, work hard.
Yep, and that's the thing. A try just before half-time here from either one of these teams can really, really shift momentum.
And with that injury, time ticked away and the hooter sounds in the background. And at half-time, we have a scoreline of 16 points to 0 in favour of our team, the Mona Kielly Memorial, over the Coastal Connection. And there you can see the try scorers. Robinson has a double, Gala and Blanche. And Robinson also has the only successful conversion of the half. And as I say, at half-time, it's 16 points to 0. Let's go down to the sideline and rejoin Janice.
Hey, Deadly Choices Ambassador here, Janice Blackman here. So I'm here with Courtney Robinson, the deadly fullback of our, of our Mona Kielly Memorial side, who's up. You guys are up now, aren't you?
I think so.
Yeah, you guys are up, I think, 16-0. So what you feeling? How you feeling so far through the game?
I don't know, really. I'm tired, so the sun's rocking me. No, it's pretty good. I think we're losing our heads a bit in that last part of that second half. We're a bit fatigued, but we all stick together and just, I don't know.
Well, you're doing real well, sis. You've already got like two from your conversion kicks. What's your game plan in there right now? What's your thinking game when you get up towards your try line?
I think just hold the ball and just keep it simple, to be honest, not throw any silly passes. But they're like really physical, which is good. But hopefully in the second half we can get them on the back foot.
Yeah, deadly. You got one more half left. So what's the game plan you're thinking of going into the second half?
Just rip in. I think all of us backs need to get in, especially me as well. So give our forwards a break. It's getting too hot.
Yeah, deadly. Well, stay hydrated, sis. All right, and good luck for your second half.
Thanks,
Yeah.
Deadly. See you.
Oh, back to you guys.
And here's the highlights, Talisha, of the first half. And there's a bullet pass, which was a beauty.
Yeah, I think you're going to see a pretty common theme in these tries, and Caitlin Moran seems to have a hand in all three of them. Just the way that she directs play and she creates space. We've got Natty Gala here crashing over for the second one off the back of a Marjorie Capine offload. So that kind of started things for that second try, and Caitlin here just taking space, draw and pass, inside ball. Courtney finishing off, and again Courtney still had a bit of work to do with the coverage from Coastal Connections, their defenders. So yeah, well done. We're up to I think 3 tries so far in this first half. So yeah, very, very, very good first half.
And interesting to hear from Courtney on the sideline as we look at the scoreboard. It's 16 points to 0 at half time. That at this stage the heat is a factor, that they're struggling with the heat, and that the smaller players and the outside backs need to come and help their forwards. She was already saying that the forwards need a bit of a break and they need to step up a bit.
Yeah, definitely. And with, I guess, Nikki Muller's style of coaching, she puts a lot of responsibility on her forwards to make meters and to do a lot of the tackling. So it's really important that the outside backs come in and help and give those girls a little rest, give the forwards a rest.
It's the Coastal Connection huddle at half time. And what do you think Brittany Holding would be telling her team?
I think the big thing for these girls is probably running onto the ball, maybe that little bit harder. We've seen a little bit of uncertainty around some of the passing and who might be receiving the ball, but they've got some crafty halves in this Coastal Connections team. We've seen some great grubbers, a forced dropout. So if we can get the Coastal Connections ladies to some more field position up in their green zone, I think they can convert it into points. Great kicking game, but probably just running onto that ball a little bit harder and finding a runner.
There's the huddle. It all seems fairly calm.
Very calm. Yeah, it's good old Nikki. You can see there she's laying down the law. She's takes it very seriously. Yeah. She's got great respect for her opposition. She knows that these Coastal Connections ladies played their best footy in that second half yesterday of their last game. So, still sudden death, still anything can happen. So it'll take a lot of discipline and, like Cordo was saying, team effort to wrap this game up.
We've seen a couple of times in this tournament in some of the games that momentum is the key, and if you can arrest momentum and get some yourself, you can change the game. We've seen games that were 14, 16-0 at half-time. The team comes out, gets an early strike in the second half. All of a sudden, arrests momentum from their opposition, and then they can't. They seem to get on this ride, and the opposition can't shut them down.
Yeah, that's probably the only thing that the scoreboard doesn't reflect is momentum and who's got it at that particular time. So, you know, if Coastal Connections can get that try back pretty quickly here after half-time, then we'll see, I think, a bit of shift in momentum.
Yep. Yeah, it's important for them, it goes without saying, that Coastal Connection really need to be the first on the board and start positively. They don't have to score from the opening set, but they just need to start positively.
Yeah, 100%. They get the ball back here first as well, so we'll see pretty much off this kickoff what the halftime speech was and how that's executed, but still lots of footy to be played here.
25 minutes to go in this second women's semi-final, and at the moment it is the Mona Kielly team in control, 16 points to 0. 3 tries, 2 conversions. And that's not what they wanted, a mistake early on by Coastal Connection, and they put themselves under early pressure in the second half.
Yeah, unfortunately the ball went down there and a turnover in their own red zone, so Mona Kielly get possession back quite quickly after half-time.
They too make a mistake, so we've gone mistake.
Yeah.
Both opening sets not completed.
That's a good little run there. That's a great run. Behind the ruck, finding space, finding her front. That's an awesome run.
Coastal Connection down by 16 points to 0. Remember, yesterday they were down 10-0 in a quarter-final at half-time and ended up going to extra time, brought it back to 10-all, and then won 14-10.
And I think I can see a noticeable difference in how the Coastal Connections ladies are running onto the ball, tucking the ball under, running hard, generating leg speed. So, yeah, they've shown early that, you know, they're here for the fight.
They just need something early to give them a bit of confidence. Let's see if they can produce something here. Fan right across the ground. Take one more up the middle, and this will be the final tackle. Kick and some pressure, perhaps, on the opponent's line. Good take on the fly, and off she goes. It's Baker. Nice, attacked the footy and then took him on.
Yeah, no fear with Keisha Baker. She's always plays above her weight, always plays above her size. So, yeah, come to expect that from Keisha. She's very, very tough.
A couple of good follow-up charges. Marjorie Capine first, and now revealed Blair. And now they've got an opportunity out wide, and it's catch and pass, and ball goes down.
And we talked about that in the last game. It's something the natives did quite well, is when they had space, they were all straightening up really well. And you could see that that's what the Mona Kielly girls were trying to do. They saw the space, it was there, and unfortunately just got their lines a little bit wrong there, but that's okay. The space is there, they're creating it. And again, Caitlin Moran taking space and creating space and time for our outside runners.
Wait for the break.
Winger was trying to cut back on the inside, just not in tune there with the centre.
Yeah, and one of those things, hey, where you're like, oh, it was so close, and you could see what they were all trying to do, but yeah, fatigue, maybe the sun, bit of everything.
Yeah. Pressure as well, you know, it's a semi-final, you're looking for a spot in the final. Coastal Connection now. Mount some attack. And
that's a good run, very strong run.
Nice. 2 off the ruck. Oh, I thought that might have been a penalty, but there was no hand on the player, said the referee.
I didn't know if I saw any separation there, but that's okay.
Stay, Caitlin.
Oh, there was.
Little bobble. A Phil Gould bobble.
The bobble. Great spot from the referee there to identify that. That's why I'm not a referee.
Let's give the boys and girls in pink a wrap. They've been really good all week, the referees and the touchies. And the ball boys and ball girls as well. Mona Kielly now with a chance to add to their half-time scoreline of 16-0. Here's a good dart again from Courtney Robinson, who said she needs to get more involved, and she has, and she goes all the way and brings it underneath the posts for the first strike in the second half.
Yeah, well done, Cordo. Again, just speed to burn and backing herself. I think that's something that she's really improved with over the last couple of years, is she backs herself now, you know. She takes control, takes ownership, and she's really turned into a good leader for this team.
Here we go. She picks it up at dummy half and sees a half a gap and then accelerates around one of the forwards, then stands up the fullback, and off she goes.
Yeah, unfortunately, Dakota just couldn't quite get to her in that instance, but you know, it's always hard when you're one-on-one and the attacker has all the momentum to make those tackles. But yeah, great try there by Cordo.
Well, Cordo's having quite the match. She's got 2 tries, 2 conversions, and she's got a kick from underneath the post. So her contribution, 12 points so far, looking at 14.
Yep, and this should be a pretty straightforward conversion for her. I don't want to put the jinx on, though. Commentator's curse, do they call it? Yeah.
Yes. No, you didn't. And that takes the score now out to 22-0.
Yeah, and again, just it's great to see her backing herself. It really is, because I think sometimes you can hesitate and you can see space and think, oh, it's not for me, but she, you know, tucked the ball under and went straight through that gap.
And she lived up to her promise in our half-time interview. She said, I need to get more involved and get in there and take a bit of pressure off our forwards, and that's what she did, exactly that. And she came up with a 6-pointer.
That's it, and that came off the back of, unfortunately, an error by the Coastal Connections ladies. They turned it over inside their own half, and Mona Kielly able to capitalise on that. There she goes again, this Courtney, taking hit-ups off the kickoff. It's
a funny game, rugby league, and if the ball wants to find you, it doesn't matter where you are, it'll find you.
Yeah, that's it.
Well, they're on their way to a grand final appearance at the Queensland Murray Carnival and a shot at the title against the Brisbane Natives. And I speak of the Mona Kielly team. 22-0, they lead the Coastal Connection.
And you can see that their game plan is really quite simple, but they're executing it well, the Mona Kielly team. They're playing straight when they need to. They're dropping girls under on an X run to create more space for themselves, keeping the ball alive here with an offload. So, yeah, doing really well. Oh, I jinxed them.
Commentator's curse. That's a fine example of it. You were just giving them a rap for what they were doing, and what happens?
I know.
It falls apart.
I know, and Nikki Muller won't be happy with that. She's very strict on ball control and you know, treating that ball as if it's golden. So she'll be, you know, into the girls about holding onto the pill and making sure that they respect the ball.
And look, with all due respect to the Coastal Connection team, the game is just about iced. And from a point of view of the Mona Kielly team, you want to be getting into the good habits and continue, because you've got a grand final coming up. So you don't want to be going outside the game plan, do you?
No. And we see an early kick here. I like this.
Baker, she's quick. She got across there in next to no time.
Yeah, and good on, honestly, I think Dakota Sultan has been awesome today. She's chased hard, she's worked hard. Big future for her.
And look, they've got to try something. It's 22-0. You've got, you know, just on 16 minutes to go. You've got to try something.
Yeah, 100%. So good on them for trying it. Blackfella footy, kick the ball early, chase.
You never know. With if she hadn't have got across there quickly, Baker, there could have been an opportunity. So you've got to try your luck, and it doesn't matter if you concede a try or two more. You've at least had a shot at one.
Yeah, 100%. Oh, we've seen a lost ball there, I think.
Yeah, the referee said no, that's a fair. I thought there might have been two in the tackle, but I reckon he thought it was a loose carry anyway.
Yep.
Now they've got an opportunity. Will they try something else? That's a nice run.
Beautiful run. Weaving off both feet, stepping. Awesome run.
Look, go to the far side. And, there's an attempted charge down.
Tackle 0, so they'll still keep this ball.
They can reset. Advance the football.
Definitely. I think, and I can see why, this Coastal Connections team have progressed to the semi-final, because they are very dangerous when they have the ball. Very dangerous.
Brave is a word that comes to mind for them. In that quarter-final, they were brave as anything.
Yep, absolutely. Oh, we can see here a bit of a hard landing there. When you come down and you're trying to protect the ball, often your lower body can get a bit jammed up, and unfortunately that's the case here. So fingers crossed, nothing too serious.
Looking for our medicos to come onto the sideline, the trainer.
Yep, and again the girls taking an opportunity to sip on some water, get some fluids in. It's hot. It's really, really hot. Yeah. Oh. And hopefully it's nothing too serious, but she does look to be in a little bit of discomfort there.
Well, I can tell you it's already 24 degrees.
Yep.
With no breeze today. We've had a breeze for a couple of the days, which kept it coolish, but 24 degrees.
24 degrees, and we're sitting up here in the shade. And I still feel a bit hot, so I can only imagine what it's like for these ladies.
This looks like a pretty serious injury.
It does.
Yeah, trainers down, and the medicos asking the questions.
Yeah, and she has both knees pretty heavily strapped as well, so hopefully hasn't aggravated an old injury or has a new one, but either way, hopefully she can get up and is okay.
And that's always a problem in a carnival type situation, that you can have niggling injuries and then you aggravate them as you progress through the tournament.
Yeah, and you could see as well, it was a great hit up, and unfortunately, it's just landed, and it looks like the medical team are on the phone.
Yep. I'd say they're calling for the Medicab.
Yeah.
So we might take this opportunity to acknowledge our sponsors and our valued partners, the Queensland Murray Carnival partners, the Arthur Beetson Foundation. Here's the injury again. She bursts through here. And is that a twist awkwardly, or is that maybe a bit of whiplash on the neck and back shoulder area?
Yeah, I'm not too sure.
They're making sure she's not moving, and she's been quite stationary. Our other partners, Queensland Aboriginal and Islander Health Council, the Institute for Urban Indigenous Health, Deadly Choices, and we've seen many an ambassador around here over the last 6 days. Queensland University of Technology, Breast Screen Queensland, Moreton Bay Regional Council, Department of Education Queensland, Containers for Change, NITV, NRL and QRL. We might head down to the sideline and catch up with Janice again.
Hey guys, Janice here again, and I'm here with Kayla from the Mona Kielly Memorial side. That's up right now, 16-0. How you going, sister? How you feeling?
Yeah, feeling all right. Just got to be patient and complacent with our plays, but I think we should get the W. Just got to remain humble and just keep to our game plan.
Yeah, deadly. So it's really hot out here right now. You staying hydrated? You keeping hydrated? Drinking nice cold water, right?
Trying to.
Yeah. The guys are taking care of you in here?
Yeah, no, definitely for sure. They're looking after us really good, making sure that our hydration levels are up, and also making sure that if anything's tight, they're helping us, and making sure we're icing injuries as well, any niggles along the way, so it's good.
Beautiful. All right then, sis. Well, I'll let you go. All right, and then good luck for the rest of the half. Yeah.
Thank you.
All right. Back up to you guys.
Thanks, Janice. Let's have a look at the tries so far in this match.
Beautiful cutout ball from Caitlin Moran to find Tegan Blanche in the corner. That was our first one. Second one here, Natty Gala, just seeing space, identifying it, drawing and passing. Could have passed, but didn't. Took the space. I think that's the thing with Natty. Very, very clever. Katie here just finding Cordo on an inside run. Again, off a Marjorie Capine offload back in field that created all that momentum. And our last one, individual effort here from Courtney Robinson. Spots a gap, pins her ears back and finishes off really, really well. So, yep, great effort here from the Mona Kielly team to be up by a few tries in this semi-final.
Absolutely. You can see it's 22 points to nil as the medicos come out and look after our injured player here. That last try from Courtney Robinson, some great rugby league skills. She's got it all. She's got speed, she's agility, she's willing to have a crack, up amongst the big forwards. She's not shy of taking on some heavy-duty work. No.
And Nikki Muller has kept a large core of her team together over the last few years. Natty Gala, Courtney Robinson. We have a water runner here, Teresa Anderson. She usually be running around as well, but they've done really well to recruit and keep their core together. And adding Caitlin Moran into the fold the last couple of years has added another dimension, I think, to their attack.
It's an unfortunate way that we've had to halt the game, but again, the medical staff taking every precaution, as they have done throughout the carnival. Player welfare paramount.
Yep, 100%, and all the girls are looking on, really concerned for our player who's injured, and hoping that she makes a speedy recovery from her injury. We're not too sure what it is, but it looks to be maybe a back or even potentially a neck. They're keeping her really, really still and taking good care of her.
Yeah, both sides quite anxious, looking on. And of course, we don't have time off for injury, so the clock ticks away.
Yeah, the clock ticks away, and I don't think the Mona Kielly team or the Coastal Connections team will mind too much, as long as the care's being taken care of, and they're doing a really good job there to take care of the injured player. But in this heat as well, they're probably enjoying a bit of a rest too.
It's been quite an impressive performance. 2 tries to Courtney Robinson, tries to Tegan Blanche and to Natalie Gala, and 3 conversions to Courtney Robinson, who has 14 points, individual points, so it's quite the game for her. And of course, they're on their way to a grand final appearance against the Brisbane Natives, who were very good against the hunter-gatherers, winning that one by 16 points to nil. So we should have quite the contest. 2 very professional teams, 2 teams blessed with skill, speed, determination, power. They've got it all, really.
And probably another important part that we were talking about is a full contingent of girls, 2 large squads that have remained relatively uninjured or unaffected by players being unavailable. So a large interchange available to them.
Yeah, and that is key in a carnival situation, that the deeper you get into the carnival, the stronger and the healthier the squad remains, the better it is.
Yep, 100%, and it gives coaches an opportunity to go to their bench, especially when things like the heat play a factor, or if there are unfortunately injuries. So, yep, great final we have coming up.
Our injured player there, you can see in the Medicab, will be taken to the medical facilities here at the ground. Again, every precaution taken as the game will resume. But if you're the Brisbane Natives, who are through to the grand final already, and the Mona Kielly team, who have a few minutes left in this semi-final and then got to prepare for a grand final, what do you do in the next couple of hours while the men's semi-finals are on leading into your grand final. What do you do as a player?
I think you try and you switch off. You switch off for a couple of hours until you have to warm up, and then that's when you switch on. But it's put the feet up, get some food and fluid into you, and try and stay out of this sun.
What did you do to switch off? Were you a music listener? What did you like to do to take it easy?
Oh, I love a bit of food, so you'd find me at the canteen or find me behind the chopping board making something. Yeah, always about the food.
And it's all healthy choices here.
That's it.
Coastal Connection with the ball, final tackle, they put it up. Hope for a favourable bounce, and once again it's Robinson at the back, and she beats the first tackle, beats the second. It's taken down by the third.
Another good run from Cordo. Aria picks it up here and has a scoot from dummy half. Valuable. Oh, great one-on-one tackle there. Awesome tackle.
Tamika Olive with the hit. That's good.
And Taylor Pilley here having a run. We've seen that Pilley name kind of feature throughout women's rugby league over the last few years. Taylor's recently had a bub, so great to see her back playing.
Mona Kielly side now come across, and this young lady been good throughout the tournament. Keisha Baker. Little pocket dynamo is the best way to describe her. Here's a good run and then a good line, and she bounces off that and picks up momentum again. Ravel Blair. They go wide, and that's good ball, but it doesn't go to hand.
Yeah, and great defence here from the Coastal Connections girls. They got back on their trial line. They moved up off the line, and unfortunately for the Mona Kielly girls, they couldn't find a gap there. But yeah, great defence from Coastal Connections.
The crowd enjoying it. And look at them, they've got the umbrellas up to get in the shade.
Yeah, great to see families of our players here on the sideline supporting their teams and supporting women's footy.
The support has been fantastic all week long. From the juniors through to the seniors, it's been amazing.
Yep, and it's only going to grow and get even bigger over the next few years. So as we see more teams come into the competition, obviously there are a few teams who couldn't make it down this year for reasons because of COVID and things like that. So yeah, it's great to just have footy back, isn't it?
Yeah, our man Mr. COVID hasn't done us any favours at all.
No.
But look, in the end, we're fortunate to be able to have a carnival. We're in very trying times.
Very trying times as Chloe Sellen loses a boot there. Great run too. She went too fast so that her boot fell off, but no, another good run from her. I'll get another boot off too.
Successive boots, and she dropped the ball trying to get the boot.
Oh, you can forgive her for it, can't
heat,
you?
Exhaustion, Tamika Olive, just in the haste to get her boot back, she didn't. She dropped the ball in the play of the ball.
Yeah, and you can see how disappointed she is. She's been really good today. She's been really, really good for the Coastal Connections ladies. She's played hard, she's tackled hard, she's taken some really nice runs. So, yeah, just one of those ones where
it happens.
It happens, yeah.
We move on. Speaking of moving on, the Mona Kielly team with one of their stars who's busted through 1, 2, 3 tackles. I speak of Courtney Robinson, and she goes under the blue dot and picks up try number 3.
Hat-trick for Cordo. Well done.
She made this look so easy in the end.
So easy.
Yeah.
Great effort here. Off a scrum as well, so they had good field position, but yeah, again, the footwork, the speed, the elusiveness, the strength in contact. I think that's the thing, is a lot of people underestimate Cordo because she is of a smaller frame, but she's so powerful.
It's been quite the outing. 3 tries, 3 conversions, and lining up for another shot. She's got 3 from 3.
3 from 3. She's done well.
By the same token, she has, of her tries, she scored them under the posts.
Yeah, always a blessing when you can bring that ball around under the post. But I'd back her in from the sideline too with the way she's playing.
Oh, she's confident at the moment. Yep, wouldn't put it past her. This for her 4th conversion. No mistake. And that'll take us to 28 points to 0. And of those 28 points, Courtney Robinson has got 18 of them.
Another
I beg your
replay.
pardon, 20, because there's another 2.
Oh,
So,
gosh.
yes, she's got 20 points herself. And in the end, the semi-final victory belongs to the Mona Kielly Memorial side, 28 points to 0. There you can see Robinson's haul. Tries, 1, 2, 3 of them. Goals, 1, 2, 3, 4 of them. So she has 20 points to herself. Teammates Gala and Blanche with tries. And in the end, Mona Kielly defeat the Coastal Connection 28 points to 0. And they'll be playing the Brisbane Natives in the women's grand final here at our QMC Carnival.
Yeah, great game. The girls shaking hands now. Awesome display of footy. Well done to the Coastal Connections ladies on progressing through to the semi-final. Awesome effort. And yeah, Mona Kielly just too clinical, stuck to the basics, did the basics really well, got over the advantage line, draw and pass. And, you know, with the X factor of Courtney Robinson, Keisha Baker, Caitlin Moran, they're in good stead for the final.
Well, here's the tries. It's a pleasure to watch because some of the football here and the skills is really good.
Yeah, and we talk about the pass from Caitlin, but also the finish from Tegan as well to score those tries. Again, Natty just taking space, you know, using the ball, backing herself. Caitlin Moran played a massive part in these tries. You know, she's just a classy playmaker. Courtney Robinson in for, was that her first of 3 potentially? It was, yeah. Here she goes again.
This was good.
Yeah, this was great. Scoots out a dummy half, beats 1, 2, maybe 3 defenders to score under the post. Kicks the conversion. Very classy from her. And again, just bouncing off tackles, tucking the ball under. She doesn't even look like passing because she's backing herself, which is so good to see.
Yeah, 20-point haul for her. And an outstanding win for the Mona Kielly Memorial side. Again, we've seen this at full time in the matches where they line up for the team photo. It's the 2 teams, so it's the game photo. They all line up. And bear in mind, these players have just been battling each other and now they're embracing each other for a photo that has lifetime memories.
Yep, absolutely. Great to see everyone in there, support staff, coaches, everyone in there together after the game. And of course we had a player taken off injured who, you know, we've loved to have been out there, so we wish her all the best and hope her injury recovers really speedy.
Well, the women's semi-finals done and dusted. We have our 2 teams into the final. Now we have 4 teams left in the men's. Our focus moves on to the men's competition, 2 semi-finals. Some outstanding rugby league still to come your way at QMC 2020. The successful Mona Kielly Memorial side come back to the huddle. And Janice is groundside with a special guest.
Hey guys, Janice Blackman here, Deadly Choices Ambassador. I'm here with Natalie, the captain of the Mona Kielly Memorial side who just won. Oh, that was a great win, sister. You did really well. How are you feeling after that game?
Yeah, pretty banged up. Coastal put up a good fight. You know, they could have come back to us, but we just stuck together, glued, and yeah, got through.
You did really well. A lot of passion there too. So you guys are straight through the grand final with Brisbane Natives now. So what's the game plan for these guys?
Yeah, look, Natives are a good hard team. They bring it every year. You know, they've got to back it up again too. So we've got to put all our heart into it and smash it out. Yeah.
Yeah, Deadly, my sister girl. So, all right, well, I'll let you go so you can get over to your team there. But good luck for, yeah, that's right. Eh? But good luck for your next game, yeah, and we'll be watching for the grand final.
No worries.
All right, that's all right. Thank you. Back up to you guys.
Well, there you go. The focus on now the grand final. Yes, they'll celebrate this victory, but they firmly need to settle down and prepare and get ready for another tough encounter. It will be a cracker of a match. The Brisbane Natives were impressive in their semi-final as well.